Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are incredibly broken. There's no doubt about it. But just how broken are they? Today, I wanted to look at some new glitches and some old ones just to make sure they still work, such as breaking out of the tutorial zone without any Pokemon and stealing the 3 starters. They put out a big 1.3.0 update about a month ago and literally just released the 1.3.1 update, so I want to go in live action style and showcase a bunch of glitches that you can still do in these games. So let's go. Alright, so the first glitch I want to do is getting out of bounds within the entire region of Paldea. This is probably the biggest glitch this game has to offer, so I want to make sure it still works. So where you want to fly to is actually all the way down in the bottom left corner in Alfornada. Pretty sure I'm saying that right, but it's in the bottom left corner. I think it's the 6th or 7th gym. It's the psychic one. But it's going to be taking place in the cave right next to it. So once you land in Alfornada at the Pokemon Center, you're going to want to come back to this cave back here, because we have to go pretty deep into it. So kind of just follow my movement, I guess, here. Once you get in here, I cannot see. There we go. Hello, Gibble. So once you're in this big main room from the top entrance, you just want to jump down here. And I think it's right here, if I remember correctly. Is it one more down? Yeah, here's the spot, here's the spot, here's the spot. Alright, so it's pretty much all the way down on the bottom floor, in the main room. You're going to want to come over here. Hello. You're going to want to come over here to this wall. And as you can see, there's kind of like a little gap in between the rock above and the thing down here. So that's what we're going to be clipping into. So all you're going to do, oh, that is not the jump button. I've been playing Zelda too much. Just hop up on the wall, and pretty much, it's kind of tricky, but as you can see, Miraidon, yep, there we go. You kind of just clip right through the wall. And we are now technically in a big out-of-bounds section. Now you can just hang out here if you really want to, check out some little paths around here, but the big attraction is this big old gap right here that we can just jump down, and we are now officially out of bounds in the whole region. I'm just going to glide around for a second here so we can take in the view. Technically supposed to be on some grassy terrain, but we are all the way down at the bottom of the world. And yeah, I kind of want to show getting into a Pokemon battle while I'm around here, because this is probably the lowest point, and you can get into some cool battles here. You can even see the whole raid thing over here, which looks kind of funny, with the beam just ending abruptly in the ground. But yeah, so there's a lot of invisible walls you got to work with, I guess, as you can see with this thing. But maybe we can get into a battle here with this Finzen. Did I just clip back in? You can see Miraidon all the way up there. This might have clipped me back in bounds, actually. It did. Huh. Well, there you go. There's a cool way to clip back in bounds. But keep that in mind, if you do want to clip back in bounds without having to teleport, you can battle a Pokemon and do a little movement jump. But I gotta go and do this glitch again, so I'll be right back. But yeah, so we're back out of bounds. We're just gonna do some exploring now. As you can see, there are countless number of glitchy textures that you can see from out here. All these cliff sides just kind of droop off, like all the way down to ground level, and they create these very stretched images, as you can see kind of in the top of the screen now. But yeah, you can really go anywhere you want with this. But yeah, as you can see by the minimap on the bottom right, we're about to hit a big little river of water, and we will teleport right up to it. To get back, you can literally just snap by going back down, but if you jump, you can sort of glitch it a little bit so that you ignore the water pretty much, and you stay down below, and you can just keep going, honestly. Anywhere you want, nowhere is really off limits. Except for when you get close to Mesagoza and Area 0, you will start teleporting. If you get too close to Mesagoza, you're going to hit the loading zone. It's going to teleport you inside of the city. So I wouldn't recommend going too close to that unless you want to break out of the glitch. But I kind of wanted to see close to Mesagoza. If you see, also, if you get close to Area 0, you kind of fall out of bounds. Like, if you go too close to this thing, it's just going to kind of clip down. So I did just like a little bit of movement just to try and get a little closer to some other areas of interest. But as you can see, the glitchy textures are just super cool to me. We're in Cascarrafa with the water. I wonder if we'll teleport up to it. We will. And now we ended up getting stuck. Which is great because we just got all the way over here. So we're going to switch over to the next glitch, but I wanted to make sure this one worked especially because it's probably the biggest glitch you can do. So yeah, moving on. Okay, shifting along to what is hopefully a very cool glitch that I came across on the speedrunning forum, but it's how to sequence break the game before you even pick a starter so that you can just have no Pokemon and explore way more than you were supposed to without one. So we kind of have to wait for the Pokemon professor, or not professor, director, to riz up our mom. Oh my gosh, where are they going? Okay, so I think it takes place right after this, when we sort of get to just hang around with all the Pokemon. And we don't actually have our selection yet, so maybe we can just run around with these 3 boys and just take on the entire region. I think this is the place in the picture, fun fact. Yeah, no, this is that tree 100%. So he says to save underneath this cliff, and because of the way the game reloads you, sometimes it'll put you on the top layer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. We just got it there. No. Gotta load in. Oh no. Come on. Dang. Alright, we're gonna try crouching underneath this thing. Cause like, I don't even know what else to do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm saving up here. I'm not even risking it. We have done something. We've done something here, ladies and gentlemen. We should, as long as I can get somewhere else, we should officially be out of bounds. And we are. So there you go, I guess. We are now officially out in the real world with our starters. So like, what can we do now? Alright, first things first, I want to get into a Pokemon battle, obviously. Use, you have no Pokemon. Give to a Pokemon. You have no Pokemon. Alright, where are the Pokemon at? I just saw a whole bunch and now there's none. Did they despawn when I realized? You can head this way later. Oh? Can I go down here? Can I go down to the Miraidon cave? Hold on. So we're in the inlet grotto now. This is before Miraidon like comes crashing down. After that fact. Alright, what happens if we give our... Which Pokemon we use it on? Oh, wait. No, so yeah, it goes to that, like, weird menu, and then it just lets you cancel it. Okay, so we're past that point now, which is great. So we're just gonna keep going. Oh, we have Pokemon now. Yes. Let's save. What happens if I battle it? Game crash. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, we're still supposed to be going here. But instead, we're just stealing the 3 starters and running. Imagine I run into a shiny. I think this will just do the same. I think this will just do the same thing, but I kind of actually want to see it. Nah, we gotta see it. We gotta see it. And then it crashes there. Okay. I was hoping we'd at least get a little further in that animation, like maybe him throwing the Pokemon out, but we'll try again. Next thing. I'd like to heal. I don't know where to go. What does it say when I don't know where to go? I guess a fresh face spoon head to the UVA kind of. So that's just like the normal one if you got here, I guess. I'd like to heal my Pokemon. Okay, it does this animation. Okay, and oh, I thought we were actually gonna get through it. I actually thought we were gonna make it through. Dang. All right, so this is the normal Mesagoza entrance, where normally like the rival battle starts. We should probably save before we go any further. So if we get close, is it gonna do the text? Head this way later. Okay. This unfortunately might be where this glitch stops because Due to the cliffs like all around us, there's no real way for me to get to anywhere else without going into Mesagoza first, which I think was intentional. So you like had to go there first, and then you have to leave out one of like the other gates, because if I go here, it just says like come back later, like whatever the heck. So that is it for this sequence break. But yeah, so it's cool. You can just see these guys running around. These two are completely merged into each other. And if you battle anybody, you're just going to crash. So yeah, confirmed. Super cool. Kind of difficult to do. It took me a lot of saving and quitting at the beginning. But yeah, super cool. Thank you for showing off this glitch. And yeah. Alright, so your next glitch is kind of hard to show off as it only takes place in handheld mode. So you'd have to take your Switch out of the dock. But obviously I can't really record that, so we're just going to show off a few Switch clips of me doing it. I just did it, so it's very easy to do. So we're going to go into the album super quick. So the quality is going to be absolutely garbage because we're doing Switch clips just by holding the capture button. But as you can see, the glitch is actually happening right now with a speed boost. And how you do this is taking the Switch out of the dock and connecting a second controller that's not the Joy-Cons that are attached to your Switch. So how the Joy-Cons attach to your Switch in handheld mode, obviously, but connect a second controller, such as a Pro Controller. I don't know if it'll work with the other set of Joy-Cons. I've just been doing a Pro Controller, and you can see the video just looped. But if you hold a diagonal direction, and it has to be the same one, or like same direction, so like let's say top right or like up and to the right, if you hold that on both controllers, it will give you a pretty much double speed boost. So it's kind of going on and off here. Right now it is running, and now I just stopped, I believe. And then if you just hold a diagonal direction with both, you can go a lot faster than normal. I have another clip here, pretty much the same thing. So right now it's not on, and then right there it's on. As you can see, I start going flying. The game even slows frame rate down a little bit because it's trying to load in everything. So yeah. And it only happens in handheld mode. You cannot connect two controllers while it's docked and have the same effect. But if you hold diagonal on both, it gives you this weird speed boost. I don't really understand why, but it also makes me curious if other games on the Switch do this, just because of how it was built. But yeah, not really a big explanation for this. I doubt it'll be used in speedruns because it's only handheld mode. And yeah, very weird. Alright, the next glitch is another very useful one, and maybe the most useful for movement in this game, and that is the Miraidon or Koraidon backwards long jump. Oh gosh. Alright, so pretty much there are a bunch of slopes in this game that you are not able to climb, and even with Miraidon having it, you will just slide down. However, there's a very easy way to just clip up these slopes and ignore all of that. Hello, Void Pokemon. There's like 2 or 3 of you in there. But yeah, so all you have to do is jump while standing still, and then while you're in the air, press the opposite direction. So something like this. Again, don't move the control stick before you jump. Jump first, and then move backwards. And then you pretty much just repeat that process while facing away from the slope. So something like this. Land, let go of the control stick. I don't even think you have to let go of the control stick, but it just makes it easier to kind of stay against it. And yeah, you can just jump up any slope you want and not have to worry about climbing or having to get around it, especially when you don't have the climb feature on Miraidon. So yes, as you can see, I'm sliding down this thing. You normally cannot climb it. It is impossible. But thanks to this glitch, you can just jump backwards up it and ignore all of those restrictions. Super easy to do. Alright, moving on to sort of a not as fun glitch as getting out of bounds, but it is getting the camera out of bounds. So for some reason, the camera in this game is very broken, especially when you're in this view and you just hold down ZL and you do like this sort of zoom mode. You can just clip your camera into virtually any wall that's on your right hand side and just see inside of it. While this isn't really too big of a glitch, I think it's very weird that they allow you to do this just because of things like this. Like the Pokemon League building is just a flat grassy plain. There's like nothing inside. Do you expect there to be things? Not really, but it is just sort of weird that the camera just allows you to do this like at any point. And as you can see, this was kind of the main attraction of this, is just seeing how many Pokemon spawn outside of the dang boundaries, such as this. Probably makes the game lag more than it should just by having this many things, but as you can see, we can just sort of battle Pokemon from outside. They will teleport back inside if they're close enough to the wall. I don't know if they all teleport inside. Yes, like as you can see, like this one is not teleporting in, this Igglybuff, so we can just kind of catch it out in the void. I kind of want to catch it just to catch a glitched Pokemon like this. As you can see, we can't even see what the dang thing is. And yeah, caught it. A little void boy here. I'm always constantly running around in this game and just hearing Pokemon cries and cannot figure out where they're coming from. And this is probably the explanation as to why. I mean, there's not really like any spots that I really want to show off. Just kind of like a general, hey, look, you can do this and create some interesting visuals. As you can see, I'm kind of just like walking on like this thin air type thing. You can just see details, sort of like you're out of bounds. But yeah, you can do this anywhere in the game. But yeah, the last area of interest and probably the easiest place to get this glitch to work in are caves. As you can see, there is just a big white square to sort of simulate the effect that it is bright outside and it is dark in this cave. It's just a big white square that just displays in front of the character and slowly fades as you get closer. But yeah, you can sort of see it here with just a big white square. So interesting effect there. But yeah, you can just sort of use this to find secret entrances in caves or Pokemon out of bounds. But I won't drag on this segment any longer, so let's move on to the next glitch. Alright, I want to show off two glitches that you can do here in the fabulous city of Mesagoza. First one is a glitch that was found by a very small YouTuber. I kind of just came across it accidentally like a week ago. But apparently, if you jump... Oh, well, we just clipped out of... Okay, well, this actually wasn't part of the plan. This man kind of did something similar to this, but was not able to stand out of bounds. Well, here you go. Now we just kind of found a new little thing here that we can do. Funny enough. What? Okay, so we're just kind of chilling out, sitting. We're just sitting on this little pillar right here. What the heck? I look like Crazy Frog right now. But we're gonna reset ourselves here because I wanted to do the other effect. Be right back. So yeah, to recap, just come down to this little corner with this little battle arena here. And for some reason, this wall is incredibly glitchy. Can't really climb any higher. But if you just hop over... Okay. So this was the original way that this guy got it, was just constantly like facing, or I guess perpetually falling. Because now I can't do anything. Oh wait, no, I can. I can just get the same way just by going up and pulling out a glider. Okay. But yeah, you can do some things. You can become a building. Alright, that was cool. Not sure if you can do this in other areas, but I'm sure you could. Walls in this game are very broken. And yeah, thanks for that glitch. Alright, staying in Mesagoza, I wanted to showcase the other glitch that I believe I found all on my own. This was like in the day one glitch video, if you remember. But yeah, as you can see, if you come over to this spot in Mesagoza in front of this store, this grass here just kind of looks like it like drops off and the game can't transition you to the other thing. So it almost makes it look like there's just like a big invisible wall here. Don't think it works in like any other location. I think it was just the way the grass comes up specifically on that side. But yeah, have fun with this one. This is clearly the best glitch this game has to offer, just sprinting into an invisible wall. Yeah, a lot to say about this one. Okay, moving on to, unfortunately, the one and only glitch I'm going to be showing off today that was in fact patched. And unfortunately, it was probably the best one. But it involved doing the glide trick. You may have seen it before, but doing a glide speed boost trick by doing this, where you pretty much stop gliding, turn 90 degrees, and you gotta pull your glider back out. But as you can see, they sort of patched it in the way that you can't pull out your glider as fast anymore, and it just basically like won't allow you to do the glitch. You used to be able to just go super speed across the whole map. I never got around to doing it myself because I didn't think they would actually patch it. But this was the one consistent glitch that you could have done, but now you really can't anymore. So sad face. Moving on. Alright, another camera-based glitch. This one you can do inside of buildings. So normally, obviously, you can't really clip the camera too far, but by simply opening up your menu, you can shift the camera so that you're the center point, and the camera will shift into areas that it really should not shift into. As you can see there, I think my glasses were just gone there for no real reason. Yeah, they kind of just disappear there when you walk too far. Interesting. But yeah, so when you're in buildings, there is still ways to break the camera. One of the best places I would say is your house, just because you can do things like this and just see the white void that's outside. I think that's because it's daytime. If it's nighttime, it would just be a dark black void. So like I said, you can do this in pretty much any building that you can get inside. Unfortunately, in this game, there really aren't too many buildings that you can walk around in as it is. There's just sort of like a few gyms and a few buildings such as this. But you can get some interesting things like that. You can just sort of clip the camera out of bounds and get some interesting angles and make people question how the heck you ended up in that situation. So yeah, it's very specific. You kind of have to be in certain spots in a building to even really get it to work. I don't think there's anything left in the bakery that you can really show off here besides doing something like this. And you can see the ominous fog in the background. I'm not sure why it's there. It happens in this building and in gym buildings as well. You can see the elevator buttons here. There's, I guess, 4 floors to this, and the elevator should be on the bottom floor, but obviously we can't really actually mess around with that. But yeah, sort of interesting, sort of pointless. But just to let you know, it is still possible in this game, and this wasn't the one glitch that they patched. Okay, if you thought we were done with camera glitches, you're wrong. Next one takes place in Cascarrafa, the water town. But there's a very weird glitch you can do with the camera in here as well. But it's different than clipping. It just, for some reason, causes it to rise all the way to the top whenever you get near these very tall walls. I kind of came across this one myself. I'm not sure if other people have, but yeah, you can kind of just see camera sitting on top of this ledge here, because it kind of thinks that your character is up here with you because you can stand in these places. But yeah, just super weird in general, right? Over here is where I first found the glitch, just kind of on accident. I thought I teleported up, like I thought it actually like warped me up there originally, but it is in fact not the case. But it is very cool to just see everything up here like this, and also not really rendered in the way it's supposed to. You can see there are no people in the town except for that one like 2-frame person just sliding along in the background there. So, oh my gosh, what is going on there? Okay. Alright, so the next glitch is actually a battle-based glitch and takes place during raid battles. It's kind of inconsistent, and there's no real way to like get it on purpose, or at least that I know of. But we'll talk about it once we actually get into the raid battle. Okay, so once in a raid battle, you sort of just have to battle it out. There's nothing really special to do. But if you notice, at times, the HP that displays at the top there and the HP that displays when you go to attack just do not match up at oftentimes. And sometimes, again, like here, we sort of got it there. Like right there, like the Kricketune was like already dead, but he still got off that Fury Cutter without having any health to his name. But I'm going to try and do a few more raids really quick just to try and get a more severe version of the glitch. There are times when we will knock out the health of the Pokemon, will be all the way diminished, and they'll still get like 2 or 3 attacks off just because of, I guess, like the ordering or how it was supposed to go. And the game just kind of ignores the fact that it's dead. So we're going to try and do a few more raids, see if we can get it actually to be more intense. Let's see what happens. But yeah, at times you will see the HP of what displays on the screen here and what it actually has will not be synced. Right now it is just because it's a very weak Pokemon. But again, you just saw Eevee is dead here, but she still got her Swift off. and then the game finally catches up and is like, oh, oops. So I don't think this will ever really matter in terms of like timing. Like maybe you can time it to the point where the timer runs out and the HP will run out, and it kind of screws you over because the Eevee gets a second attack off, and then it's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so we'll do it one more time. Alright, so moving on to a sort of funny glitch that just can happen during any cutscene during the game. But as the game is sort of fading to black and transitioning either to another cutscene or to the game itself, there will be a single frame or two where every model just goes back to their T-posing form, or almost like their default form. You can see it very clearly in the intro here with all the people kind of gathering around. Starts to fade to black, and then boom. It is just T-posing. Everybody looks super creepy. It's also kind of hard to see because it's very dark, so I kind of brightened up the image here. But it is very weird and obviously very easy to miss as well. But I noticed it the first time I played through the game. Like, I did a double take. I stopped recording and I checked the footage because I thought I saw what I thought I saw, and it turned out to be right. I didn't get a chance to record every single cutscene of this game, so I couldn't double check, you know, everything, but I imagine it works with most cutscenes in the game, as well as the Wonder Trade or Surprise Trade thing. So I do want to go and double check that part of it. Okay, so here's sort of the other part of this T-posing glitch. If you go over to, oh, it's not Wonder Trade, Surprise Trade. But yeah, we're just gonna quickly see what happens. Alright, we got a great Pokemon coming in here from Steven, but I believe at the end of this, when it fades, it does something. Maybe it doesn't. Try that again. I want to like confirm that this is a thing. I mean, I could watch it back and post. Yeah, okay. I know for a fact it did it there, because I saw the big eyes pop up at the end. So for some reason, when you Wonder Trade, at the very end, just like the cutscenes, it almost like defaults, or like, I don't know if it's a T-pose, but it just kind of zooms in to the screen. Like, I saw the eyes on the Scuttlebuck there. Oh yeah, here we go. We got a big lad now. I'm hoping. I think it does it every single time, but sometimes it might be better than others, because like the last time I saw like that, man, very close up. Maybe we got it there. Again, I can't really see it until after the fact when I go to edit it, but hopefully there is a large boy on screen right now. And yeah, so it kind of confirms that it works. At the end of cutscenes, things just go back to the way they were a frame or two too early than I guess they anticipated. And you can see some funny and weird scenes come out of it. So anytime you see like a cutscene in the game, maybe pay attention to that because it probably happens more times than you think. Alright, moving over to a glitch that you can do at the very beginning of the game. We've talked about this one before, but I still think it's very interesting that they haven't done anything with it, even though it is incredibly unimportant. But in the beginning of the game, obviously you don't have a map. Like right here, I am pressing Y, and it is not pulling up a map just because we haven't been given it yet. But for some reason, even when you don't have a map, the game will kind of think you do, because right here I am mashing Y, as you can probably hear, but I'm mashing Y to pull up the map, and since it thinks it can pull up the map, it stops you in your place so that you stop moving, and it starts controlling the map itself. But fun fact that we don't have the map, and pretty much until you get a map, you can just continue to do this. So personally, I think this would have been the one glitch you patch out, but again, you'd have to be mashing Y just over and over again to even really see this happen. So there's not really a point to actually having that be a thing. And yes. So thank you guys so much for watching this pretty long video. I hope you enjoyed looking at all of these glitches with me. I had a blast playing through this game again. It's been months since I've touched it, so what better way than to test glitches that still work within it. It seems that almost all of them still work besides the super speed gliding one, which is unfortunate as that might have been the best one. But there's still a whole bunch of glitches you can do. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!